Hi everybody! Today I thought we could do another little haul type video. I don't usually buy enough during a month to make any kind of haul video, but for the month of October I did actually splash out and treat myself a little bit to quite a few new colouring books. There will be a couple of supplies towards the end of the video as well, but I thought we'd start with the colouring books to just give you guys a little bit of a look at what I actually did buy during October. Show a few little pictures from them and stuff like that. So to jump right in, I will clear away and we'll get started. So first of all, I thought we could start with a few back issues of Colouring Heaven that I did manage to grab last month. I do have quite a large collection of Colouring Heavens as it is, but I do try to grab any back issues that I don't have, the ones that I think I'll enjoy colouring in at least, if I see them floating around second hand. And this is the first one I did actually buy last month. You may recognise this one from my finished pages video, as I did fail resisting temptation to actually colour in this one. But this is quite a cute little one. This is by May Mapalard, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this one has lots of little kind of chibi style girls with sweet dessert style treats going on in it. So yeah, I thought this was quite a cute one that might be fun to colour in and maybe change the pictures up a little bit, which is what I did do this month for Halloween. And I'll just show you at the beginning the one that I did colour. But this one was already coloured, so I have this one to look forward to working into. And this was one that was already coloured as well. And for Halloween, I went ahead and finished that lady off and changed it into a little bit of a witch for Halloween. And I think that's worked really well. It was a really fun one as well. So I think that's going to be a cute one to be colouring in. And if any of these, if anybody wants a flip through, then just drop a comment down below. But I think most of these do have flip throughs actually on YouTube already. The next one I managed to grab is one I've been after for quite a while, and I did manage to grab it last month. This is the Mystical Beauty Special by Zan Von Zed, and yeah, full of Zan Von Zed's gorgeous pictures in this one. I'm really happy to actually have this one in my collection. I do have a couple of the actual colouring books, but those are on Amazon paper, and as this is the old Colouring Heaven paper, this is pretty good quality and a lot better than the Amazon paper that the rest of his illustrations are on. So yeah, super happy to have this one in the collection and to have these pages to be colouring in again for some of them. Some of them I have actually coloured, but yeah, this is another one that I'm really looking forward to working into. There we go, that is the Mystical Beauty Special Colouring Heaven by Zan Von Zed. Really excited to be able to grab that one. The next one I managed to find is also another pretty old one, another old issue. This one is the Woodland Fairy Special by Christine Karen. And again, the paper would be better than the Amazon paper that you usually get of Christine Karen's pictures. I do have one of her Blue Angel books, and the paper quality in that one is absolutely lovely, but it will be nice to have some more different pictures of hers to be colouring in this one. As usual, her art is absolutely gorgeous. There are a few in this one that are grayscale, like this one here, but there's also a lot of line art, so a variety of different Christine Karen style in this one. There we go, there's a line art. There are quite a few grayscale there, as you can see, but yeah, there's also a line art style, more of an earlier style pictures in this one. So yeah, that's another nice addition to the collection there. And there we go, that is the Woodland Fairy Special Colouring Heaven by Christine Karen. These next two came as a job lot, and we can see there we have the Misfits Special. That one is by White Stag. And we also had the Christmas Traditions issue there, which is not one I would normally buy, but as it came with the Misfits Special, I can buy them both separately. So yeah, that one has found its way into my collection. And yeah, the one I really wanted was the Misfits Special. So we'll have a little bit of a look at that one. As we can see there, the cover has been coloured and the first picture has already been coloured, so it'll be fun to try and work into those and give them a little bit of a makeover, as I do love to do that with my previous coloured pages. But yeah, also quite an old issue, this one, sold out on the website, so I was quite lucky to be able to grab onto that one. It is one that I had been wanting, so yeah, I was really happy to find that one up on the second-hand site. So yeah, another one I'm really happy with. Going to be so fun to work into those previously coloured pictures, which is something I do love to do, as I say. So yeah, we have the Misfits Special by White Stag there. the Christmas Traditions issue. I think that one's by Fabiana Artanasio. Not one of my favourite artists, I have to say. I know there are people that do love her artwork, but it's not quite my style. So it might be interesting to try and work on some of these. I'm not such a fan of these big full-page kind of scenes in this issue here. A lot of these are landscape kind of format. Yeah, that's not really the kind of thing that I do usually like to colour, but it might be a little bit of a challenge if the fancy does take me in the Christmas season. And yeah, a lot of these are landscape. There are a few kind of portrait format ones in here. I think we do have one that has a little bit of yellowing to it, the very first page. So yeah, as always, a little bit of a challenge like that to cover up the yellowing and sort that out might spur me on to actually colour in this book, I think. I will show you that in a second. We'll just flip through to the first page. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's showing up on the camera. We can see there that page does have a lot of yellowing to it from the colouring on the front cover. From the looks of it, the red was actually doing yellowing there. So yeah, that might be one I actually do work into. Maybe do a little bit of collage or change it up a little bit, that one. And the front cover, of course, yeah, that has actually already been coloured. So I always love to colour in pages that have already been coloured, and that one probably only need to add a little bit of shading for your highlights and we're good to go on that one. So yeah, that is the Christmas Traditions issue by Fabiana Artanasio, and that is all the back issues of Colouring Heaven that I did buy last month. The next few books were enabled by Zacatissimo here on YouTube because I watched a video where she did a Temu haul of different colouring books that she found, and these ones I especially picked out as ones I might like to have for myself, so I went ahead and grabbed these ones. So we'll have a little bit of a look at some of the pictures in here, and I will link Zacatissimo's video down below if anybody is interested in the other ones that she did buy, because she bought more than this. These are just the ones that I picked out for myself. So we'll have a little bit of a look at some of these if any of you haven't actually seen these ones. This one is by Doming, and I have seen this called quite a few different things online. I've seen it called the Bottle Encyclopedia, Strange Bottle Encyclopedia. I've seen it called Encyclopedia of Diseases. But when I had my own little go with Google Translate, I ended up with the Healing Prescription Illustration Colouring Book. So take your pick for any of those titles. And this is a little bit of a weird one, which is why it kind of pulled at me, because I do like my kind of odd kind of gothic style pictures, the weirder style of colouring pictures. And this one does have a few different weird looking pictures in it. There is two of every one. You can see there's two of every picture, so you can have a go with two different colour schemes or not be too bothered about messing up, because there is a copy of each one. And yeah, I do have another book by Doming, the Fairy Tales one. So I do like this style of work. It is a little bit intimidating, especially one like this with lots and lots of detail in. That's a lovely picture though. I would like to actually colour that one in. That might be quite fun. But yeah, this is the Doming Healing Prescription I think I ended up with when I translated. And yeah, that was quite a bargain, I think, from Temu last month. In fact, they were all pretty good price actually from Temu. I wasn't expecting a lot because, you know, Temu, but yeah, they're pretty good quality, to be honest with you, and not fake. So that's always a bonus as well. And that is the Healing Prescription book. That is from Doming, another one I'm looking forward to actually colouring in. This next one I have actually started a picture in. I did try and translate this one as well, also gotten from Temu. And when I tried Google Translate, I ended up with Cute Girl's Hand-Drawn Colouring Book, Dreamland. So that's what I ended up with. And this one I saw on Zacatissimo's video, and I thought it was really interesting because the backgrounds are already coloured. If I show you a few of the kind of... oh yeah, it did come with these extras. We had some cute stickers. There are two different lots of quite cute stickers there. We got this sort of hologram sticker as well. I'm not sure I can make that work on the camera, but the girl is like blinking her eyes there and the background is changing. And we did have these two kind of CD style illustrations there, which are quite cute. But yeah, the backgrounds, yeah, we can see there straight away the backgrounds are actually already coloured. So I thought that might be quite an interesting challenge to have a go at colouring some of these. And I have been ahead and started one of these for the Alice in Wonderland theme. There was an Alice in Wonderland themed picture in here, which I thought might be quite interesting to colour for the theme this month. And I probably can't find it now I'm actually on camera. But yeah, I was quite impressed with the way the markers were working in this book, actually. If I can find the picture to show you. Hang on just a second. I know I should have marked it really, but yeah, you don't think ahead of time sometimes. Here we go. This is the picture I have actually started colouring in. It's mostly finished. I only have this little kind of bunny headpiece here to be doing and a couple of little bits in the background. But again, the background is coloured. All these cards and kind of denim patches were coloured in the background. And all the rest I've done with markers. And the markers do behave a little bit oddly on this paper, but I like it. They do seem to soak into the paper, but not so much they go over the lines. It just makes the colours a little bit more desaturated. And I was really liking the way that was working. And working with the background especially. The colours were working really well with the background and I was really loving the way that was going. So yeah, a little bit of a sneak peek there for one of my finished pages for this month. And on each page you do get a little mini version of the character there, so you can colour the same colours as the character. There are in the front of the book as well little versions of chibi versions of each of the characters in the book, so you can take those characters or you can use your own colours. I think I've gone a little bit away from the actual colours we have given to us there with adding the red into Alice's pinafore and stuff. But yeah, I was liking the way the markers were working there. A little bit oddly, I think the colours are a little bit duller, as I said, but I do like the way it was matching in with the colours of the background. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that book, and I do like the style of the illustrations as well, which is always good. So that one is the Cute Girls hand-drawn book, or what was it called? Cute Girls hand-drawn colouring book, Dreamland. So yeah, that is what I ended up with there. This next one is the last one that I did buy for my little Temu haul last month. And when I translated the title of this one, it came up with a big white line art colouring book. I don't know if that's the correct title at all. I'll try and zoom in on the name of the artist, because if I try and say that, I will butcher it. That is the name of the artist there, I think. It says artwork, so yeah, I am guessing that is the name of the artist. And this one is along the same style as the Googelli, the Find Colour colouring book. The art is along that same style, or maybe like Dada Mao kind of style, the ancient Chinese sort of colouring books. We did end up with a few little freebies with this one. I've popped them all into the front of the book here. We'll start with that one. That is a signed card there, and that is on fairly shiny card, so I'm not sure if that one could be coloured in. Might be worth a try, I don't know. Yeah, it's very smooth card on that one. Also, as with the Googelli books, we had a long extended kind of landscape to colour in here. I think there's 4 different sheets to it. Yeah, one of those really long kind of extended landscapes. Kind of hard to get all on camera. I'll try and show it all. There we go. That is the beginning of that one there. So we had that as a kind of freebie in the front of the book. We had, again, as with the Googelli book, we had this little poster showing inspirational art for each of the illustrations in the book. So if you want to use these as inspiration to grab your colours from and colour the same as the original art, we do have that on a little poster in the front. Yeah, there you go, again, the other side, all the different original artworks there. And we even have the long landscape there. We have an original illustration of. Oh, that might be quite fun to try and copy that with the colours for the landscape there. That might be quite fun. All ideas for new projects popping up here. We also had 2 kind of A3 style posters here. Again, double-sided though, so if you used the alcohol markers, you would be sacrificing the image on the other side. We have that lady there, and on the back we have, I think it's that way up. No, oh, kind of hard to tell which way up that one is. The parasol is on the bottom, and the head each side. It looks like she should be that way up. Yeah, she is falling, looks like, or flying with the parasol. So yeah, that way up. And we have another A3 style poster here. Landscape kind of format one there, the lady and I'm guessing a phoenix there. and that one there with the two characters. So those are all the freebies we did have with this book. And the artwork, yet again, along the same style as the Gugeli or the Dada Mao, kind of ancient Chinese colouring pages, which is, yeah, something I do love to colour as well. I do have a lot of the ancient Chinese style colouring books, so yeah, this one is going to be a really fun one. The paper is not like the Dada Mao book. The paper is kind of like cardstock, not the kind of watercolour style paper that's in the Gugeli books. Watercolour paper, but not that one is not quite watercolour paper. So it'll be interesting to see how the different materials work on this one. Yeah, double-sided, so you would be sacrificing the back. Oh, that's a nice little portrait page. You would be sacrificing the back of the image if you did bring in the alcohol markers, but sometimes, yeah, I don't mind that so much. You could also scan or copy the back of the page and then go in with the alcohol markers. Or you could actually scan the page and make yourself a copy, and then it wouldn't worry what you were actually using at all. Lots of background there to play with. Some of them do have a little bit of this kind of grayscale style to them. Some of them are just purely the line art. A little bit less sketchy, I think, than the Gugeli pictures. Yeah, a little bit less sketchy, but still fun. Still one I'm looking forward to working into. I wonder if I could change any of these pictures into an Alice in Wonderland style picture. That might be quite fun. But I really could do without coming up with all the ideas at the moment. Yeah, too many ideas as per usual. Just a little idea of the kind of pictures. I think Zagatismo does a better flip through in her video if anyone is actually interested. And again, that will be linked down below. So there we go. That is that one, the big white line art colouring book. I think I translated that one too. And the last couple of the colouring books were actually from Amazon. This first one is Winged Magic by Selena Fennick, and this one was up for just £3 the other day. So I thought, yeah, I might as well grab that while it was down to £3, which is about half price. I'm thinking maybe a little bit less. And I thought this one might be quite a fun one. It does have 25 images and 2 copies of each image. It is on Amazon paper, unfortunately. But yeah, as always, there is the option of copying the images and colouring on your own paper. That's a really cute cat. There's a really cute one in here of a flying pig, which I think might be quite fun. Obviously I won't be able to find it now. I'm flipping through to show you guys. This one's really nice as well with the flying foxes. But yeah, Selena Fennick's usual kind of fantasy, high fantasy style. Look, cute dragon there. Some more realistic and some, yeah, on the cutesy side. Little griffin. Yeah. And there's the flying pig. Yeah, I think he's awesome. He's really cute. And yeah, I figured a bargain for the £3 that it was up for there. And I grabbed that one from Amazon to have a few different pictures to be colouring. I do love jackalopes. And there we go. That is the Winged Fantasy by Selena Fennick. I'm not sure if that one is still up on offer on Amazon. Probably not by now. But yeah, that was a really bargain price for that one, I thought. And the last colouring book is this one here, the bicycle colouring book. I haven't seen this up on Amazon for absolutely ages, and then I spotted it on the Amazon warehouse. Yeah, reduced on the Amazon warehouse for the little dings on the corners. That's all the damage there was to it. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I'm not entirely sure how well the paper on this one will work with different materials. I'm thinking maybe Prismacolors for this one because the paper again is fairly shiny. But yeah, these pictures, every one of them has a bicycle in it and a cat. And I think the way I can see it, the way I take it, is the pages start to get more and more fantastical as you get further towards the back of the book. Yeah, more fantasy style. Definitely. More fantasy style as you get further towards the back of the book. I'll try and get it all on camera. That one's cool. Towards the front, more kind of normal, I would say, pictures. Yeah, just with the owls, more normal style pictures. This one is a pull out, I think. Is this the pull out one? Yeah, there is a big pull out scene here. You can see the original art on the back, and that is the poster to colour that is across the 2 pages there. But yeah, I thought this one might be quite fun, and I think this one is out of print now, so I grabbed that when I saw it for a pretty good price on the Amazon warehouse. And again, looking forward to working in that one. It's just the cat there. Where's the bicycle? Bicycle has to be in there somewhere. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe there's one with just a cat. I have to have a proper look at that one. But usually there is a cat and the bicycle in each picture. And yeah, pretty fun one there. So yeah, that's another one that I did get in October. And that is all the colouring books that I did grab this October. So now we'll move on to the couple of bits of art supplies that I did buy. I did grab some stickers this month as well. I do love to use the stickers in my colouring, so I thought these would be quite fun ones to play with. I usually grab these from the pound shop in town, which is unfortunately closing down, so I don't know where I'm going to be getting my stickers from now on, but these are the ones that I did manage to buy last month. These two here I thought might be quite interesting for the Alice in Wonderland kind of theme that I have going on, because I've been planning to do that for November. We have these ones here with all the hearts, kind of red, pink and white and black hearts, which I think might work quite well with the Alice in Wonderland theme. So that's one of them. And this one reminded me of Alice in Wonderland for some reason, with the crowns and the keys and the jewels, all that kind of stuff. That one reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, so those might be coming into play for my November colourings. Those stickers there. These ones, yeah, these ones I bought, get in focus, these ones I bought because, yeah, Space Timber had just finished and I thought these would have been really handy for Space Timber, so I grabbed those maybe for next year, Space Timber. Some little astronauts and space rockets, a couple of planets, stuff like that. I thought those might be quite interesting. And these ones I grabbed because I do love colouring in my fairy style pictures, so these are pretty cartoony, simple style fairies, a few butterflies, a couple of little hearts there. And I grabbed those because those always come in handy, those kind of stickers. Stars, I go through a lot of star stickers. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, the pound shop is closing down. I won't be able to grab those anymore. And lastly, and these are a little bit cheeky because I did buy them on the 1st of November, so they're not technically an October haul, they're more of a November haul. But I found these in B&M here in the UK. They weren't £20, they were reduced down to £12 for 60 alcohol markers with the fine nib and the brush. I thought it might be quite fun to try out. I have no idea how they work or if I'll like them, but I thought it might be quite fun to test them out and maybe compare them to another brand that I did actually find a while ago. I did actually find these Artistry twin markers as well in the supermarket, those ones. These ones were reduced. I think they were about £15 in the supermarket at the time. Again, the 60 markers. So I'm thinking it might be quite fun to kind of compare and contrast how those two work and see if I prefer either of them, if I do. So yeah, that is the last item I'm going to be showing you for this haul. Technically November, not October, but I've included it because I bought it before I finished the video, and yeah, I thought it would fit in there quite well anyway. So those are all the new colouring supplies and books that I bought during October. It's going to be quite exciting to be working with those, I think. And hopefully you've enjoyed having a little bit of a look through what I did actually buy for my bit of retail therapy last month. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing. If there is any books you'd like a flip through of, then leave a comment down below. Although most of them do have their own flip throughs on YouTube already, I'm usually a little bit late to the party. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye.